highlights from a conversation with Darcy Keith on her TBI Journey. Discover practical tips that helped Darcy improve memory and live her best life after brain injury, including the power of repetition, verbal and visual cues, and the importance of routine and structure.
First tip is repetition, verbal, and visual cues help with memory. So going back to the college degree, each class, repetition, listening to those over and over again, listening to lectures. I have 3 professional designations. Oh, I actually didn't tell you what I do now. So I graduated with a bachelor's degree in insurance. I currently work full-time as a business analyst for Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. You know, the one that has the commercials of Limu, Emu, and Doug. Yes, and the Liberty. Yeah, I work for them. And so I have 3 professional insurance designations, and how I achieved those was, again, I watched the videos of the lectures, of the lessons, I guess you might say, repeatedly over and over until it stuck in my brain, which was tiring, but it's also very rewarding. So living my best life, repetition, verbal, and visual cues, they did help with my memory, and they did help me achieve what I wanted to do. And it does take effort, and that's where the perseverance, fortitude, and determination play a part. But again, those are the three things that really help me with my memory. So moving to the next one is regular routines and structure are a must. Even the smallest thing sometimes can cause a big meltdown. Sometimes that is for me, like if I get overtired, or if my brain gets overwhelmed with sound or noise. Like I remember when I had a leave from the hospital after I was injured, I went to a bowling alley to watch my cousin bowl, and just the loud noise of the ball hitting the pins and the activity, it just caused me to have a meltdown, and I had to leave. So there are things, the regular routines and structure do help with that, with helping us live our best lives. So I pretty much do the same routine in the morning. I get up, go to the bathroom, get dressed, so forth, go down, eat breakfast, log onto the computer. I work, half a day, and then I take a lunch. And I'm very fortunate to work at home. So I go in and I watch TV for that hour, but during that time, I also rest. And sometimes I set my watch to make sure that I get back to work on time, but I have to rest in the middle of the day. I can't go all day very well without a functioning like I would like to. So I need that routine. I need that structure of taking a break. When I worked in the office, I would do that with a conference room after lunch or during lunch. I would go in, I set a timer on my watch or on my phone, and I would just rest my head and just recharge, because as you know, it takes a lot of energy during our day to function. So those are just some of the things that I did with the tips for those of us who experience brain injury. Now, if you can't do something that you used to, try something new. This helped me live my best life, because had I not tried a new major in college, I wouldn't have A, achieved my goal, and B, I wouldn't have been doing the job that I'm doing now. So try something new. And like with the physical aspect, as I mentioned, I played volleyball intramural at Ball State. And I physically can't play. I was on the softball team of the company for which I did the internship, and I can't hit the ball. My motor skills are very decreased. So I tried something new, and what I did was I got sports tickets, and I would go and watch the games. And from that, I met several different people, and those connections allowed me to experience sports like I haven't before. I was a media hostess for the Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Pacers, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway during the Indianapolis 500 again many years ago, and I was able to watch firsthand from the press box. I was able to talk with the media folks and hand out their statistics and just chat with them and making sure they had what they needed for their job. And so I got to experience sports in a different way, but I wouldn't have done that. I would not have been able to experience that if I hadn't tried something I tried something new. So you never know when you try something new what will come out of that. So the next tip for those of us to experience our best life is I got a device in which I kept notes and appointments. And for a lot of us, that could be your phone. That could be an iPad. That could be, I use a physical like checkbook. I don't use a formula to calculate, my balance on my checking account. I use a physical checkbook. For me, that works because I can see, I can write, I can. It sticks in my brain better, and that's what works for me. And other people may like the digital aspect of a computer, having it, readily. So you just have to find out what works for you. So, keep that device in which you keep notes. It could be notes that are audio. You may have your phone and say, "Hey Siri, remind me to do this," or whatever. So those are just some of the things that you can do for that. And then get enough sleep and rest. So I found that I do better when I'm fully rested. And for me, that means I have to go to bed a little bit earlier at night. And I'm okay with that. My family knows to kind of let me sleep in on Saturdays because that's the only day that I can sleep in, and I need that fully rest and sleep to catch up. But that also means that I can rest a little bit during the day when I have those pockets of time.
Thank you for tuning in to this inspiring conversation with Darcy Keith. If you or someone you know has experienced a brain injury, remember, repetition, structure, trying new things, and finding the right tools to stay organized can make a world of difference. Want to get involved or learn more? Whether you're interested in participating in brain injury research remotely or in person, we'd love to hear from you. Check out the links in our program notes to discover how you can contribute to advancing brain injury research and support this incredible community. Until next time, take care and keep persevering.